Welcome to the McAnulty Method, where financial expert Frank McAnulty and Colin Sorrells share their insights with us. And we're joined today by Alejandro Lopez. Alejandro, good to see you again.
Good to see you.
I understand you have some questions about the stock market. So I'm going to turn it over to you, Alejandro. You can ask Frank and Colin their thoughts.
Yes, of course. So thank you, Bill. Colin and Frank, I have some questions for you guys. One of the very first questions I have to begin with is, so I want to start, stock trading, and I've been thinking, so what platform should I use to set up an account to begin trading?
Well, there's several out there. I mean, I personally use Schwab. I also have an investment club I'm involved with that uses TD Ameritrade, which we just determined Schwab and TD Ameritrade are now owned by the same company, but they have a completely different look and feel to them. Schwab's very easy to use. I'm not as big a fan of Schwab's, I don't know how they present the stocks and the information you can get off the Schwab website on their stocks. I actually do most of my research on stocks on Yahoo Finance, and it's mainly because I'm very comfortable with how they present things. So I know where to look things. I know what to do, and so a lot of it is, you get on there, see what you like, see what to you seems intuitive to find your way about. Cost wise, they're all pretty much the same. They're all pretty much about zero now to use. So that's up to you. If you're just going to buy funds, looking at funds, and you look at the Vanguard funds, you can open an account direct with Vanguard as well for that. There's nothing that says you only have to have one account. Colin, what do you think?
Well, there's definitely nothing that says you have to have one. No, I agree. I think it's, if you do a little bit of research, it's just what is comfortable to you. Frank, I don't know if you've used TD Ameritrade once or at all, but if you're just getting into it, it can all be kind of confusing, right? And that's what kind of Robinhood came in and said, well, we'll make it so simple. They went to the total other end of the spectrum, but, it's just comfortability. What makes sense to you, what you look at it, it's just intuitive to find what you're looking for.
Well, you're right. I didn't mention Robinhood. And part of it is they sort of scare me for a new investor because they let you do things that you should not be allowed to do. Because they'll let you go on margin as a new investor. They'll do all sorts of, let you trade basically everything. Although on the flip side, it's sort of like, hey, you're an adult, you can do what you want. But even so, dynamite comes with a warning label. So there's a reason for that. So I would, if I was giving advice, which I guess I am, I would say go to a TD Ameritrade, a Schwab, somebody like that, because say down the road you say, I want to look at trading options. Well, you're going to have to fill out a questionnaire on Schwab about whether you're qualified to trade options. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's sort of like, okay, we can all drive a Prius, right? We get our driver's license, we can drive a Prius. You shouldn't jump in, you're 16, you get your driver's license, you shouldn't jump in Dad's Hellcat with the red fob, forget it's red fob, black fob, and drive, because it's not going to end well. That Hellcat's going to wrap around the pole in about 13 seconds. So it's the same with investing. Start out easy, start out slow, learn. It's a learning process.
Hey, Robinhood asks you a questionnaire too. It's just, do you know how to trade options or not? Yes or no?
Well, like I said, and I'm not, look, I don't use them. Okay. They could be wonderful.
They're not.
I'm talking about what I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alejandro, which platforms have you looked at so far?
Ameritrade is one of them, and I was also looking into Vanguard. I know that Ameritrade has standard accounts and retirement accounts and a few more. Um, I wanted to ask for a standard account. I know they have option trading, futures trading. What is Forex trading?
Currency.
It is currency. It is something you should not do.
Okay, we'll talk a little bit about that in a bit.
It's really that simple. It's trading foreign currencies. It's highly leveraged. It trades at 30 to 40 to 1 leverage, which means you can make a lot of money really quick. But odds are you can lose a lot of money really quick.
Yeah.
I quite honestly, they shouldn't let you trade Forex. Because it's just too dangerous. That's my opinion. And look, I teach international finance. That's all I teach, right? Alejandro these days.
Yeah.
You've seen we play with that every day before class. How easy it is to, of course, make money, but how easy it is to lose money.
Well, and it's the trading versus investing. You don't invest in Forex.
That's right.
Use the simulator, invest in a foreign currency, and check on it in 2 weeks.
No, that's a very good point, Colin. You're not investing in Forex. You're trading Forex. You trade oil and gas futures. You don't invest in them because it's a people that do that buy and sell. They don't say, oh, let's buy oil and sit here for a week, 2 weeks, and see what happens, because it goes like this. I mean, I watch oil just because I have a little app on my phone. I push a button that tells me what the oil price is. What was it? 2 days ago it was up $7. Yesterday it was down $6. Today it's up $4. And think about it. If you're trading 30 to 1 on that, that's a huge movement. It'll wipe you out. It'll make you a bunch of money real quick. It'll lose you a bunch of money real quick.
Makes sense. Okay. I just wanted to ask. I think I could have figured that out. Forex trading.
Yeah, you would have.
Okay. Got it. Okay, so we'll keep that aside. Now, we were talking about Vanguard 500. I know they have ETFs, and I have a few ETF stocks that I have in mind into investing in. I wanted to see if, I'm not asking for advice specifically, but if we can take a look at what factors to look at specifically when doing stock trading.
You know what? That's an excellent question, Alejandro. And I would like to, if you guys don't mind, cut it off here and do a separate segment on just that, because I think that's a terrific question.
That sounds good to me.
Let's do it.
All right. So, Alejandro, I hope you can stick around. We're going to do another segment of the McAnulty method in just a few minutes.